welcome to Flight Test. I'm Josh. This is Alex.
Hey.
This is
Austin.
And this is
Peter.
Peter. You know what? Peter's from Dayton, Ohio. He's Mr. Foam and Tape, and he's going to help us brave the water today because, frankly, we don't go on the water much, do we? No, we have not turned into float test.
Not yet.
Not
but
yet.
if it's something you guys want to see on the show, let us know.
But we're going to be checking out the Fly Zone Tidewater here and putting through his paces. Once again, we're kind of afraid of the water. I don't like. We can always pick up pieces. I just hate picking them up in the water.
I'm good. I
kinda cold.
have my float copter too.
What's the deal with that?
It's a flying piece of trash.
That's not anything about blackout.
Not the blackout quad, the thing tied on top of it.
Yeah. But I think there's enough buoyancy there to keep at least preserve the footage, which is the idea.
Hopefully we don't have to find out.
I don't want to find out. I'll be sick to my
I do.
Of course, that is the GoPro that met the Discovery Pro in the woods.
Yes.
It met
Corey.
Corey.
I got his name wrong on the set video. I called him Steve. Sorry,
They had
Corey.
an intimate moment in the air in the woods, which sounds bad. But do you guys want to put this in the water?
Yeah, let's give it a shot.
First, we got to talk about stats. Why don't we just pause it and give it to him?
Ready?
Go.
Set. Spin.
All right.
Good.
Okay, there's your specs for you.
Let's put them up in the air.
Let's
See
put them
what
up in the
happens.
air.
Ready? Go.
It tracks really nice.
Yeah, I like, especially like all the R&D they did with the responses and the floats, because a lot of float planes can be a little touchy to take off. Like you can't do this, you can't do that.
Yeah,
This one,
you gotta
just
put 'em
pour
up on the
poles
step.
and just pull up.
Very easy to fly.
Let's go interrogate the boat.
Now I went ahead and I originally test flew this at the Barber Airport when we were flying down to Balsa Beach. I tested flew this with no expo whatsoever. And it felt a little touchy. Right now I'm flying 100% throws but 30% expo, and I like it.
I love how it just skips around on the step.
Yeah.
It's flat.
They definitely got the thrust.
Mine's a little nose heavy. I need a trim for that.
Oh man, they got the thrust angle dialed in really well too. When you pour on the coals, it doesn't do anything weird.
Flying over water is weird because FPV, anyways, you have no grasp on how high you are.
No, you don't.
Because it's just like a mirror. All you see
my
is a
gosh.
reflection.
As far as the responsiveness of this thing, it's very responsive. I haven't felt any bad tendencies yet.
It's a beautiful airplane.
Yeah, it really flies.
Optimized for flight, which is really nice. No skill lines to stick to, which is pretty cool.
How's your experience following us crazies in the water?
It's pretty crazy. My heart is pounding. I may black out any time.
That could be their new slogan.
There might be. One thing I definitely didn't like about this, and it wasn't anything to do with the actual design. It had to do with the prop and the spinner. Wow!
Caught that. I'm just experimenting with the flight envelope this thing.
It had to do with the prop and the spinner. I had to actually pour a ton of hot glue inside the spinner just to get it to balance out where it wouldn't rattle to the point where I was afraid of the pod breaking. You're doing a good job keeping up with us, man.
That's cool.
Did you get the boat in the shot?
Yeah.
The boat came.
You really have no concept of how high you are. The only thing that we can tell is that, like, by how big the plane is.
Well, if you see the plane making splashes, don't go lower than it.
And if you lose the plane, you lose your brain.
Wow, did you make that
Full slogan today.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and take this up to altitude. I'm gonna do some stalls and everything with it. All right.
Okay, I see you.
You see me?
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and just keep pulling back, pull back, pull up, and what do we got? Ooh, it dropped the tip. Not bad though, easy to recover. Basically recovery is just neutralizing it and keeping about half throttle. Let's go ahead and do a roll. That was fun.
It's a
Other way.
wonky looking roll.
It's a funny looking. Let's see
Oh,
if I
my
can-
bag's dead. Ow.
What happened? Where'd you go?
Yeah, my bag took a dump.
Austin, you're doing great, man. You look
Yeah.
good.
Boat captain. Don't you forget it.
You're right about this, Peter. It really is designed to make a really nice, smooth landing. The Icon, the Catalina I love flying, all of those were not nearly as nice to land.
Yeah.
I don't know if I want to push you and get caught in that tangled mess.
What happened there exactly? Did you crash into each other?
No, I let him try to rescue me. We're kind of stuck in a weird angle
This
right
is a
now.
botched rescue mission that you're observing.
There, I got enough battery.
Hey,
I still got some battery to bring it home.
you freed me.
Way to go. Now let's get your butt in there.
In the water?
No! Land! I see this ending really bad right in about 5 seconds.
Bring it
Good
home
job,
while you
man.
still can.
Oh, that was awesome, brother. Good job.
That was a blast.
It was a blast. Great
So
fun.
much fun.
Flying over water is exhilarating, to say the least.
On the flip side, floating on water is very relaxing.
The Tidewater is an amazing plane. I think it's honestly a little on the high price bracket. You know, ready to fly, how much was it?
I think it was like $229. Don't quote me on that. I could be wrong, but we're fully around $250 or so.
Yeah.
Ready to fly. We got the ready to fly
Yeah.
one.
Yep.
Comes with a little
Yeah.
tactic
Yeah,
radio.
we actually, we put it to this because the high-tech Aurora 9X actually has SLT protocol built into it. So this is
Yeah, it's
more
pretty cool.
comfortable gimbals. Yeah, real nice. But you know, the flying experience is amazing. The fit issues and also like their bolts. You had a weird
Yeah.
experience with their bolts.
The bolt on mine, it actually came out once you put the bolt in. It pushed it out, and then it would just spin around in there. So you couldn't actually get the wing off without sticking your hands in there or sticking a tool in there and pressing the nut up in there, taking it out. And mine also had a bad motor, and that was in one Tidewater. I actually bought 2 Tidewaters.
Okay.
The other Tidewater I had came with a missing elevator, so that was fun on vacation where I'd make my own.
So it wasn't necessarily the best experience with that.
Yeah, it's been a little itchy, but
Would you say, as far as beginners are concerned, would the Tidewater be a good first amphibious plane?
I would do the Tidewater in a heartbeat for your first amphibious.
Rather than like a Beaver or something that's up on float?
Yeah,
something
definitely
like,
recommended, especially because it's a float plane versus a seaplane.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
As far as I think it's probably the easiest amphibious plane. The PBY Catalina, the Nitro planes that Hobby King has, is also phenomenal. But you need to mix your rudder in with it. You really need to fly heavy on the rudder. It's not a good beginner plane for that reason. But anything with those outer wing pontoons, it gives you that level of stability. And I've never had one rise off the step like that one. That one just comes right up into the air with no problems. And when you hit the ground, even if you're hitting kind of
Pretty
rough,
hard. As you saw,
yeah,
it
it just disperses the water.
Mine wasn't this heavy, not my
It doesn't
fault.
ricochet back up in a weird angle. So
Yeah.
you get this weird rock skipping motion, which is really unpleasant.
Yeah, I hate the rock skipping motion.
That's horrible.
Gets you every time. We want to thank you guys for watching, and thank you for sponsoring Flight Test, because every time you go to the store, even by just watching our videos, you're truly helping us do what we do, and if it wasn't for you guys, we wouldn't be here. So thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you.
I say we go burn another battery.
Yeah, let's see if we can get Peter's plane in.
Yeah, flip it over.
Thanks, guys. See you.
See you next time.
See you next
Let's
time.
get the flying now.